Most people respond to electrical problems this exact same way we flip a switch, press a button, or unplug something. We plug it back in, then we try it again three or four more times, hoping for a miracle. And when nothing happens, we stare at it like it's supposed to fix itself. We rely on electricity for almost everything. Yet most of us treat electrical problems like a guessing game instead of something we should actually understand. The truth is, electrical issues are extremely common. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, the average American household experiences at least one power disturbance every month, and electrical failures cause more than 24,000 residential fires every year. Whether someone lives alone, with roommates, or with their family, understanding the basics of electricity directly affects safety, how much money you spend on repairs, and how confident you feel when something goes wrong. As a student in electronics, I've worked hands-on with circuits, testing equipment, components, and real troubleshooting. Once you learn the basics, you realize that a lot of electrical problems are simple, they're predictable, and even preventable. Basic electronics has helped me understand not only how to fix issues, but how electricity behaves, how to stay safe, and how to avoid mistakes that could damage equipment or put people at risk. So imagine this. It's a stormy night, and suddenly your house goes completely dark. Your phone battery is draining fast. The refrigerator clicks. The lights flicker. And when the power finally returns, half your appliances make strange noises. Most people panic or start flipping random switches. Now imagine instead that you know exactly how to check your breaker panel, identify what circuits are overloaded, and use battery power correctly without creating a fire hazard. Basic electronics, this knowledge turns a stressful blackout into something you can handle calmly and safely. Today, I'm going to show you why everyone, not just technicians or engineering students, should learn basic electronics. First, I'll explain how electronics knowledge improves safety and emergency preparedness. Next, I'll show you how it helps save money by preventing unnecessary technician calls. And finally, I'll explain how basic electronics increases independence and gives people confidence in their everyday life. Let's start with the most important reason, safety and emergency readiness. Most electrical accidents don't happen because people are careless. They happen because people don't understand what they're touching. The National Fire Protection Association reports that electrical failures are a major cause of home fires, resulting in hundreds of deaths every year. Something as simple as a frayed wire, an overloaded outlet, or an overheating power strip can be dangerous if you don't know what signs you're looking for. Basic electronics help people recognize these hazards before they become emergencies. Learning how electricity flows, what causes overheating, and how circuits interact makes people more aware of risks inside of their own homes. During blackouts and storms and power surges, a lot of people accidentally create dangerous situations without realizing it. They misuse generators, they overload extension cords, or plug too many devices into backup battery power. But if you know certain concepts like voltage, current, and load limits, you can prevent shocks, fires, and equipment damage. And then there are lithium batteries, which are almost in almost everything we use. Phones, laptops, e-bikes, and power tools. Lithium batteries are great when they're used correctly, but they can be dangerous when misused. Even basic knowledge like recognizing swelling, overheating, or improper charging helps prevent fires and extends the battery life. Most people don't realize that charging a battery on the wrong charger or leaving a damaged battery inside a device can be a major hazard. So yes, safety is the most important reason. Because if electricity harms you, you're not going to care about saving money on those repairs. But once you are safe and have some basic understanding, another major benefit appears, and that's saving money. Repair technicians often charge between $150 and $300 just to show up before they fix anything. And a lot of times, the issue is extremely simple. It's usually a tripped breaker, a loose wire, or a blown fuse, maybe even a bad power supply. With basic electronics knowledge, you can diagnose and fix many of these issues yourself. Another common problem is that people throw away perfectly good devices because of a tiny, cheap failure. A $200 appliance might stop working because of a $5 capacitor. A gaming console might fail because of a loose connector or a dirty power supply. Basic electronics makes it possible to repair things instead of replacing them, saving hundreds of dollars and keeping devices out of the landfill. Understanding energy consumption also helps prevent wasted money. When people know which devices use the most electricity, how those loads affect the circuits, and why breakers trip, they avoid repeating the same mistakes that increase bills or damage appliances. Electricity becomes something you control, not something that randomly costs you money. So far, we've seen how electronics help keep you safe and save money. But the third reason is something people often overlook, and that's independence and confidence. We use electronics every single day. Phones, laptops, TVs, chargers, microwaves, heating systems, but most people don't know how any of it works. When something breaks, people panic, they get frustrated, or immediately call someone else to fix it. When you learn basic electronics, everyday technology becomes easier to understand. Instead of guessing what's wrong, you can troubleshoot calmly. You learn how to reset a breaker safely, how to identify a faulty outlet, how to check polarity, and how to interpret simple wiring diagrams. Suddenly, your home doesn't feel mysterious or even intimidating. This knowledge also creates a healthy respect for electrical safety. Instead of taking dangerous shortcuts or treating electricity like a guessing game, you understand what to avoid and why. And the confidence you build from solving small electrical problems carries over into other areas of life. You feel more capable, more independent, and more prepared. Today, I explained why everyone should learn basic electronics. It improves safety and emergency preparedness. It saves money by reducing unnecessary repairs and preventing avoidable damage. And it increases everyday independence and confidence. Electrical issues only become frustrating, dangerous, or expensive when people don't understand them. Ignoring the basics leads to accidents, wasted money, and depending on those technicians for simple fixes. Electricity powers everything around us. It's not something we should treat like a mystery. When you understand the fundamentals, even just the basics, fear becomes confidence, danger becomes prevention, and problems become more manageable. And that's why learning basic electronics isn't just useful, it's essential. Are there any questions? Thank you.